Hello friends. Welcome to Bug's YouTube channel. Today is Saturday, February 8, 2025. We are coming to you from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Please do us a great favor. Like, share, and subscribe. We will greatly appreciate it. Today Bugs looks to explore a tunnel that is located just south of San Pedro and Paseo del Norte. The entrance is sealed off with a steel gate, and Bugs will try to find a way to access the tunnel. Ready to start? Let's get it.
Hello, my friends. Oh my God. To get to this tunnel, I'm gonna have to go through this army of tumbleweeds. Look at this. Ah. Oh man, these tumbleweeds are up to my waist. Ah. Damn it. Okay, I cleared a few of them. I'm halfway through. I gotta keep going. Trying to get through all these tumbleweeds. Oh man. Ah. Okay, now the second obstacle is find a way to get in through this steel gate. There's like a little gap here, little square, and that's where I'm going to try to get in if I can. So we'll see. I'm just going to have to suck it in.
Okay guys, testing 1, 2, 3, testing 1, 2, 3. I got inside the tunnel. I got in through this hole right here. It was a tight fit, but I got in. So here I am. That's a pretty badass graffiti. Looks like a big tunnel. So we're gonna explore it. See what we find here. I'm on foot. I have to maneuver through all these tumbleweeds. I have to move some out of the way. But anyways, we're gonna explore this. We're gonna explore this tunnel. See what we find. I'm on foot. I think I said that already. It looks like there's a lot of graffiti here. Yeah, it is a big tunnel, that's for sure. So I think I mentioned it already, but this tunnel is gonna be just south of San Pedro and Paseo del Norte. And there's some stuff here on the ground. I'm not sure what it is. It's like a sandbag, red handkerchief. And these, what is this? I don't know what this is. Let me see if I can figure out what this is. Oh. I'm not sure what that is. Who knows? Okay. So let's explore this tunnel. There's no way I can get my bike in here because of that gate. Okay, we're back. Just wanted to check my microphone. Pretty cool graffiti. There's a lot of graffiti in here. Outside is nice and warm, and here is cold. So we'll take it and see how far it goes. Look at this. Pretty badass, huh? Pretty badass. There's a lot of graffiti here, guys. There's another one here. These are pretty badass. Pretty badass. Look at that. Look at this. Oh man, I'm glad I'm here. There's a lot of graffiti here, guys. I don't know. Oh man, look at this. Wow, these are badass. Oh my God, man. These are badass. Look at this. There's a lot of graffiti here, guys. A lot. So I'm on foot, so I can take my time and try to show you some of the graffiti. Look at this. Pretty badass. Look at this one here. Man, these are badass graffiti, man. Let me get more of this. These are pretty badass. I don't know how long this goes. I know someone posted something in the comments letting me know where it ended, but I can't remember what they said. Oh, look at this one. Wow, look at this one here, guys. Go back a little bit. Try to get more of it. Wow. Pretty badass. Oh shit, it's slippery. There's a lot of mud underneath. So I'm gonna try to keep moving, guys. I'm moving slow anyways because I'm on foot. So you can see some of the graffiti on the side. So I'm trying to make sure you guys can hear me because I got my, I've been using wireless microphone that I clip to my shirt, jacket. Here's a nest, a homeless nest. Someone's blanket. You can see right there. A whole bunch of needles. It looks like at the end there it turns into a circle tunnel. This water is real, gotta be careful, this water is real slippery. There's like mud underneath it. Look at that, I'm sliding. I don't wanna fall. It would not be good for me to fall. So I gotta make sure I walk real carefully. That tunnel's round, but it's big. And it's wet here. It's kind of wet here, so I'm gonna try to get through the Let's show you this graffiti. Oh, look at these. The Ninja Turtles. Ninja Turtles. So we're gonna go into this round tunnel. I don't know what this is, guys. You guys know what this is? What kind of characters those are? Like some message writing from outer space. Oh shit, oh my God, that was real slippery. All right, I'm in the wrong tunnel. So that was a square tunnel right here. So now I'm on the round tunnel. See how far this goes. And again, these round tunnels, many times they go on forever. There's about 3 or 4 tunnels that you gotta explore. If I have time, I'll hit one on my way home, depending how far this one goes. This is like a bucket up ahead. A basket. It's empty. Still going. My mask keeps coming down on my mouth. Excuse the some of the graphics. Yeah, the sucker keeps going. Someone posted a comment for that person that's watching, that posted a comment describing this tunnel a little bit. He told me it actually goes underneath the Presbyterian ER, the one on San Pedro and Paseo. That Presbyterian healthcare place. And then he told me that there's a big room in here, or he mentioned it. Here's a there's a room. Try to show you a little bit of it. Okay. I don't know what that says. Whence comes to thou Satan? I have gone round the earth and have walked through it. So we're still going. Again, this is on San Pedro, it's just south of Paseo. Anyways, I wanted to mention a little bit on the sounds on the last tunnel that I entered. I'll post a link at the end. But there was actually some unexplained sounds, voices. At first I thought maybe things were duplicated during editing. But I don't recognize that. You can barely hear it. It's like a whispering, real soft voice and I thought it might be me, but it's not. So I don't know. I didn't hear any sounds, any voices when I was in that tunnel. But on the last video, if you listen real carefully, you can hear some of those voices. Barely hear them, but you can hear them. So that was, and when I went in that room, I don't know, man, it just felt like real, like negative, like a negative vibes. Maybe I thought maybe it was just my imagination, because I was with myself. But it had these really evil feel, real negative energy. I feel that a little bit here. I'm by myself, mostly because I have a hard time finding people to go with me. There's always people telling me, yeah, I'll go. And then when it comes to it, there's always a reason why they can't go. That's fine. I don't mind going by myself. You know, I know I should be scared of all this, the negative energy and the unexplained sounds and voices. And yeah, that kind of freaks me out a little bit. But I think that, to me anyways, what's more scary would be the human element. Encountering someone here that may want to do harm. You know, when I went to that Paseo del Norte tunnel, which is not far from here, by the way, it's just going west from here on the arroyo. The tunnels are, you can go in the tunnels through here. You could see them when I was coming to this tunnel. But in that tunnel, you know, I had heard someone tell me that there was a guy on a bicycle that uses a lot of drugs, meth, fentanyl. And when he's under the influence, he's very unpredictable, very paranoid. I think he's bipolar, but he's not getting any treatment. So he gets that self-treatment with all these drugs, but sometimes they have a negative effect, you know. So you never know what kind of trip they're on. Another thing that I keep noticing is my lens keeps going down. Anyways, we're going to try to take it all away. This may go on for a long time. I'm not really sure where I'm at, but I can hear a lot of traffic outside on top of me. So that might be Paseo del Norte, which is almost like a highway. A lot of traffic flow through that road. Okay. Some graffiti right here. there's that ghost thing we always see all over. But anyways, if there's a couple of other tunnels I want to explore. If you really are interested and you're serious, let me know. Also, if you have a bike and you want to do some of these tunnels on a bike, let me know too. Only if you're serious, you know, because I hear a lot of people say, I'll go with you, and then I'll send them an email, but I don't hear anything from them, or they tell me, well, right now I can, or so just let me know. I mean, I don't mind having someone with me. I've had a few that have gone with me. And it's always fun to get a different perspective from other people, other than just me, huh? Still going. This would have been a good ride on the bike, although those puddles with the mud underneath, that would have been bad. Even walking the bike, that shit was real slippery. I mean, I was sliding. Yeah, my camera, my gimbal keeps going up. I don't know why. I keep bringing it down, it goes up. So I get my exercise, guys, either on the bike or walking. So we're taking this sucker all the way. I may speed it up a little bit depending how long this video turns out to be. But I may speed it up on post so the video is not too long. I like to keep it between 20 and 30 minutes. Yeah, man, my lens just keeps going down. I'm gonna watch it and see why. Yeah, it's creeping up. I don't know why. I see it creeping up. But I need to calibrate it. The camera that I'm using, for those of you that are interested, I'm using the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. And it's got a built-in gimbal. And it's real compact. So I love this camera. And, oh, hold on. Okay, guys, I don't have it on night shoot. But I think it still looked okay, I don't know. Looking at the screen, it looked okay. Wow, I screwed up. I always forget something. I always forget to do something. And the camera's it's now staying put. So I think it has to do with low light. Although I'm lighting up the whole thing very good. So I don't know how that's gonna look. On the screen, it looked okay, so we'll see. We're still going. I'm not sure where I'm at in relation to the outside. But I got a feeling this tunnel goes a long way. Someone posted, I think they said Wyoming. It ended up in Wyoming, which is a pretty good walk from San Pedro to Wyoming. Some graffiti here. Mostly text, which I can never figure out what it says. Yeah, my camera is not moving up anymore. I had the wrong settings. I had the settings for outside, and I didn't have the settings for low light. And I think the sensors were having a hard time trying to figure out where to point the camera. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. So maybe on my way out, I'll tape where I kind of have the wrong settings, just for in case it doesn't come out. But I was looking at it and it looked okay. So, and that's because mostly I have a lot of lights. Let me see, I have a light on my forehead, that's it right there, but it wasn't pointing right. I got 2 lights on the camera, and then I got this flashlight, which is real powerful. I was gonna tell you guys, kind of like people always ask me about exploring tunnels, and I always tell them safety's first. Although sometimes I take risks, and I don't recommend you take any risks. But a couple of things. One is make sure you check the weather, and it should be no rain anywhere around. So when I did the Rio Rancho tunnel, it was fucking snowing. There's a box here. Oh, look at all these graffiti. Look at all these. So pretty cool, huh? There's some more over there. Pretty cool. I don't know where that goes, but it's too small for me to crawl. I really don't like crawling. Anyways, back to the tips. Make sure that there's no chance of rain anywhere. You know, I mean, anything above 10% chance, I would scrap it. The other thing is try to take someone with you. I sometimes prefer to be by myself, but it'd be nice to have someone just to cover your back, or be there if there's an emergency, if I fall or if I get attacked. You know, most people won't. If there's two people, they're less likely to attack. The attacks happen because they see an opportunity, and when they see you by yourself in a tunnel where there's nobody can hear you, you know, for them it's very easy to try something. And then the other reason is so that, you know, you can have someone with you, and makes the trip more enjoyable. And if you can't bring anyone, just let someone know where you're going to be at, just for in case something happens and you don't make it out, they know where you're at. They can bring help. The other thing is bring multiple flashlights, lights. Don't just rely on one. Keep one as a backup, just in your backpack or your pocket, just for in case yours fails, but battery runs out, and you have a backup. Because I'm telling you, in these tunnels, it's pitch dark. I mean, you won't see anything. You won't be able to see your hands in front of you. So you'll be walking in the dark. And then when you bring a light, make sure it's a quality light. I've seen people that bring their phones, which is okay, at least it's something. But try to bring a light that is something other than your phone, you know. And these tunnels are so dark, these lights don't even have to be that powerful. My flashlight is real powerful light, so I kind of zoom it far in front of me. If I bring it out, you can see. But just make sure you bring lights. The other thing that I bring, they're optional, is I bring a first aid kit for in case I get cut or I need to render some aid, minor stuff. I bring some form of self-defense, like paper mace. I have paper mace. In the tunnels, you gotta be careful engaging any type of mist or spray, paper mace, because you're in an enclosure, like a tube, and that shit is gonna go everywhere. So I carry that gel that doesn't really go everywhere. But when you're outside the tunnel, it's fine. But in here, I would recommend a gel type of chemical agent. And then I have a concealed carry permit, so I can carry a firearm. The only thing I would say is, and I talked about this a while back in another tunnel, is that that should be an imminent last resort type of lethal defense, where your life is in imminent danger, last resort, because when you shoot a firearm inside this tunnel, the voice carries, it gets amplified. The sound hits the walls and it bounces. And I heard, I'm not sure, I have to do some research, but I heard it'll burst your eardrums. It's just the sound of the firearm. So if you're gonna carry a firearm, keep that in mind. Don't be pulling it out on every little thing. The only time it would be if someone is using lethal force against you. I'm not a proponent of having a firearm to scare people. Police officers, they'll use the firearm sometimes to display force, but out here is different. I mean, I would not recommend that. You don't want people to know you're armed. And ultimately, you're responsible, man. So if you end up shooting someone and they're not armed with lethal, you can get prosecuted, end up in jail. So I suggest, if you want to, number one is you got to have a concealed carry permit. That includes concealing any weapon on you or in your backpack. And then when you go through that training to get a permit, they teach you a lot of things that you need to know, especially for someone that doesn't know a lot about firearms. And be proficient. Go and shoot it. Kind of get a feel what it feels like when you shoot a weapon. So that this way, you kind of know what to expect. But my opinion, many times it's not even worth having it, or having it just an insurance if it came down to needing it under extreme circumstances, last resort. So please keep that in mind. So we're still going, and the other thing is we're going uphill, man. I can feel it. So I'm gonna be quiet because I'm gonna go ahead and look at a dead animal. Looks like a cat. Okay, guys, this tunnel's got small. I'm hitting my head on the top. So I'm gonna turn back. I've been going a long time and they're getting smaller and smaller. I'm having to bend over and it's not fun. So I don't know where they come out of. Ouch! See? Here in my head. There's like pieces of wood on top, and I'm hitting those with my head. So I want to head back. See these things? See them? Well, guys, that was a long walk. Let me tell you. My flashlight went dead, so I don't have that I don't have my flashlight, but I still have the light on the top of my head, and then the lights on the camera. This shit is slippery here. I'm sliding all over the place. It's like mud. Like mud and water. It's real slippery. I almost fell. So I gotta be very careful. I got a little more of that mud here. Oh shit, I'm sliding. Guys, sliding all over the place here. Okay, trying to maneuver right here so I don't fall. Yeah, this is real slippery. Man, I'm sliding all over. Jesus. Okay. Well, I'm on my, that was a long way back. Let me tell you. It was long. That's the thing when you're planning to go in through a long tunnel. You gotta keep in mind that there may not be a way to get out on the other side, so you may have to come back. Like for example, my flashlight went dead right towards the end. So I turned off my light on the one on my head. I turned it off so that this way I had another light for in case. I do have another light in my backpack. And then I have a couple of little lights on the camera that help. So I'm back at the square tunnel. That tunnel, that round tunnel, went on forever. And I went pretty far. I'm gonna try to play that, speed it up, so because otherwise it will go on forever. Kind of thing. That's like a balloon. Huh? Fucking weird shit. Weird shit. So anyways, I am back. I'm ready to get out of this tunnel, to be honest with you. That was a long way. Make sure my settings are good. Coming in, they weren't good. Man, this is my favorite so far. This is my favorite one right here, guys. Let me see if you guys can see it. Pretty badass, huh? Yeah, that went a long way. So just keep that in mind when you're entering these tunnels. You don't, especially if you don't know, you're not familiar with them. You don't know how far they go. So Anyways, just gotta be careful when you're going through these tunnels. Then you gotta go back, you know. The other thing that I forgot to mention is typically you don't have phone service. Underneath inside the tunnels, there's no cellular service. So just keep that in mind. I noticed my lights went off. How come? I don't know where they went off. Both went out at the same time. I don't know why. So just keep that in mind, that you're not going to have phone service out here. So I'm ready to get out of this tunnel, to be honest with you. I'm so happy I'm back at this big one. And then I now got to crawl into that little hole. It was a tight fit. I actually had to take my jacket off, man. I was like fucking sweating like a pig. Like a hog. It's just, these little lights are turning off. So I may be losing power. So just keep that in mind. These lights, you just don't know how long they're going to last. The good thing is that I'm almost at the end. So that would have left me with one light. I would have had to have taken out my light on my backpack. Bring a backpack and put extra stuff in there. Put an extra light, maybe. You can never have enough lights, man, I'm telling you. You know, you want to have as many as you can. As you can see, I'm down to one light, and thank God I'm at the end of the journey. And it's been a hell of a journey, guys. Thank you for joining. I got my exercise today, for sure. I got service again. My phone is going off. Getting all these messages. But now I need to crawl out of that gate. It's not fun. And then walk through all those tumbleweeds. But I'm just happy that I'm out of here. Anyways, thank you for joining. And I have a few other tunnels I'm going to try to hit. Not today, but maybe down the road. If anybody wants to join me, give me a shout out. If you're serious. Anyways, till the next one, I'll talk to you later. Bueno, bye.